Not how I thought I was gonna say weekend, but it's not the weekend. Not how I thought excursions into Michigan would end. There is the view that we had. Ollie was just playing in the water a minute ago. Um, I will tell you this: I learned a lot about Michigan this past weekend. Beautiful place. You know, my recollection of Michigan was short. It was Detroit, where I was working at Hazel Park, and the highway along that highway heading to Ontario, right? And obviously, as I would suspect, a lot more places are the same. There's a lot more to it than that. And man, what a great time we had here in Michigan. Stayed in Montague, this town, and we were staying at a hotel right on a harbor. It was absolutely the Weather Vane Inn. It was beautiful. Silver Lake was a lot of fun this afternoon. We had that's right, I'm getting tired. We had ice cream and we're out in the jet skis. It was a lot of fun, and I thought we'd cap it off with a couple of victories in Ludington. It got here and I warmed the Mountaineer Prince up both trips. He was ready to go, but as I said to Amy, the track is he's going to trot in 220. They can't get through. It was sand. It was literally a lot of the fair tracks, right? They just want to have the track ready for that 1 week out of the year, and I think they just thought that they were going to come and put some sand on it and screen it flat with some water, and everything would be great. Well, it didn't knit, it didn't take, and there might have been a little more sand than they potentially needed, and water. Might have been a little more sand than they needed, and the track was just really, truthfully unfit. You know, I was in the thick of it. I said in an earlier video, I was in the thick of it the other day when we canceled the Meadows the other day. But two different situations. You know, the cancellation I thought was a concern with the Meadows was you had 51, 52, 53 pacers racing on a track that might be a little bit unfit. It's not the same as racing 2.8 trotters on a track that is unfit. No, it's two different situations. One actually is truthfully much more dangerous than the other. So, this video, cheapers, bless me. This video is not about racing. It is not about Michigan. It is about La Doraine. La Doraine is a filly I bought this afternoon. Now, the reason I'm a little tardy bringing you this was there was some discussion. If you look back at who bought La Doraine, it said Soldu, Scuderi, Bistecca, and Muley. That's Steve. That is the Stake and Mule stable is what that loosely translates to, I believe. And Steve liked this filly because he thought she'd be a good broodmare prospect, and she very well may be a good broodmare prospect. I like the fact, I'll just look our lines up real quick. I like the fact that one, she's a little bit of a project. Two, she's a maiden trotter. She shows a mile 3 back and 57 on the run, and then qualified at the Meadowlands in 55 and 1 on July the 20th. This is a maiden trotting filly. They went to race her in Lexington, her last start, and she made a break. She made a break, and Tim Tetrick trotted 2-4. So she doesn't have to requalify. She can go in the maiden at the Meadows right now. Now, I'm sure she's at Kentucky. We can ship her out of Kentucky. I'm toying with the idea, obviously, of just bringing Militant back. We already have a class. He's going to be 6-5 in that he can win once or twice more. Why push the envelope with racing him in Kentucky? He was a beaten fourth today. Now, I haven't still talked to Scott. We talked briefly about some of the horses. I got the feeling he wasn't having a great day, so I just left it alone, but I didn't want to talk about Militant in particular. Do you think we can make some changes? Do you think he can race in Kentucky? These two questions are still looming. They're still there. So, La Doraine, Trixton filly, who's a sister to Gigondis, or Gigonda, if you watch him in Ontario. I like everything about this. Is our type of horse, right? She's always going to be worth $10,000 to $15,000, and to take in a maiden trotting filly that is ready to drop in the box and race right now for $15,000 that shows a mile and 55 at the Meadowlands or anywhere else 2 starts back is a very interesting prospect to me. So one, you have the broodmare angle where she is pretty well-bred filly. Secondly, you have the angle where she is qualified to race at the Meadows, where she'll race her next start. And she fits a maiden after, and this is all after, already trotting in 55, 2 starts back. I just don't see the downside with this filly. It's not lameness. It's not an issue. It is a mechanical, hopefully mechanical fix I can make. So, La Doraine is a very, very nice filly, I believe. And if I'm wrong, it's one of these situations where I'm not really that wrong, because she's always going to be worth the vast majority of what we paid for today. So, my hope is, I guess, to put it in perspective, that I don't like to generally use low risk, high reward potential with La Doraine. But the low risk part is the part that we're going to clamp down on. So with that, just finishing up watching kids play on the sand. I appreciate everything that everybody does for us, and I know that Donnie and everybody felt bad that I came all the way here, but I don't feel bad a bit. I think this was a tremendous 48 hours, felt like 5 days for us, and it was a tremendous couple of days for us. I had a lot of fun. I would come back here in a heartbeat. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. Now, Amy was just telling me about all the Tim Allen commercials about Michigan. I'm not Tim Allen. I don't know much about Michigan, but I will tell you this. If you're looking for a vacation somewhere with your family, you're not too far away, then I would tell you that Michigan, where are we at? Silver Creek, Montague, and now Ludington, right on Lake Michigan, I believe, is an absolutely beautiful place. So, with that, I'm going to let you go. We're going to post, I know Steve is going to keep some shares of La Doraine. And I do like her. This is the type of horse that I gravitate towards. So, again, one of these situations where you're probably going to see 75 shares show up, because Steve, I know, wants a quarter. I may keep any shares that are available as of tomorrow night, let's say. I just think that this is our type of horse. This is my type of horse. This is the type of horse that I've always gravitated towards, and the type of horse that has always done me the best. They don't always work out that way, but that's why it's so important. The first part of what I told you, the low risk part. So with that, I'm going to let you go. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Good luck to all my partners. Good luck to all my partners, especially Chicago Halls coming up later. We'll talk to you all soon. Take care.